anatropous ovule. First, I will explain what is ovule. Ovule, it is a egg containing body which is present inside the ovule. First, remember this definition. This is stigma, style, and this is ovary. In this ovary, these ovules are present. First definition, egg containing body present inside the ovary, it is called as ovule. Second definition, it is integumented megasporangium. Here, this is the megasporangium, which is also known as nucellus. What is meaning of megasporangium? A megaspore producing structure, it is called as megasporangium. Means in the ovule, megaspore is produced. And from this megaspore, one megaspore, this structure is produced which is called as embryo sac. We will see this topic in the next video. How from this megaspore, this embryo sac will be produced. And that topic is development of female gametophyte. First is the structure of the ovule. Second definition, it is integumented megasporangium. Means this is megasporangium which is covered by integument. This structure it is called as ovule. Our third definition, it is a forerunner of the seed. Means in future, from this ovule, seeds are produced. From single ovule, single seed is produced. If many ovules are present in the seed, present in the ovary at that time, many seeds are produced in that ovary. And that ovary get converted into fruit. Here, let's see the structure. This is the anatropous ovule. Anatropous ovule means inverted ovule is called as anatropous ovule. There are different types of ovule. Orthotropous means straight ovule, in which this funicle and this microbile, they are in straight line. Here they are not straight line, they are perpendicular to each other. And this microbile, it is downward, and such ovule is called as anatropous ovule. This is the VS of anatropous ovule. Let's see the structure. First, the stalk of ovule is called as funicle. Stalk of ovule is called as funicle. Then this solan portion is called as body of the ovule. And this funicle get attached to this body by hilum. Funicle get attached to body by hilum. Then some part of this funicle which extend into the body, that part is called as raphe, which is also present in the mature seed. Suppose this is a seed, one seed, and that seed, this part, bean seed, soya seed, this part is called as raphe, which is also present in the mature seed. Then the base of ovule is called as chalaza. Then major portion or the mass of parenchymatous cell, it is called as nucellus, which act as a megasporangium. Means it produces the megaspore. Then nucellus is covered by two coverings in case of angiosperm. The innermost is inner integument, the outer is the outer integument. And such ovule is called as bitegmic ovule. Two integument are present, hence it is called as bitegmic. Then this integument, they do not cover this nucellus completely. Here a gap is there, a small aperture is there, It is called as micropyle. Integument do not cover these nucellus completely, they leave a gap. This is called as micropyle. Then in the inner side of the nucellus there is a embryo sac. This structure is called as embryo sac. It is also called as female gametophyte, or it is also called as female prothallus, as it contains this egg. Female gamete called as egg, it is called as female gametophyte, or it is called as embryo sac. It is 7-cell 8-nucleated structure. Means in this embryo sac, these 7 cells are present. These 3, then 3 towards the chalazal end, 3 towards the micropylar end, and 1 towards the center. These 3 nuclei or cell towards the micropylar end, they together called as egg apparatus. Together called as egg apparatus. In this egg apparatus, middle one is the egg and 2 lateral synergids are present. Then towards the chalazal end, 3 cells are present called as antipodal cell. And towards the middle side, there is secondary nucleus, or also called as polar nuclei, or also called as definitive nucleus, which is diploid one. While remaining they are haploid. Antipodal cell, they are haploid. This egg is haploid. Synergids are also haploid. Except the secondary nucleus, all cells in the embryo sac, they are haploid. Then we will see the function of each part. First, funicle. It supports this ovule. It attaches ovule to the placenta of the ovary. This ovule get attached to the placenta of the ovary through this funicle. It performs the function of conduction. Means all nutrients from the ovary, they are provided through this funicle or stalk. Then next portion, nucellus. It produces the megaspore, hence it acts as a megasporangium, which that megaspore produces the embryo sac. Then function of outer integument and inner integument, protection, and second function, after fertilization, these 2 integument form the covering of the seed. The outer integument form the outer covering of the seed, that is the testa, and inner integument form the inner coat of the seed, which is called as tegmen. Remember, outer integument form the testa, inner form the tegmen. Then micropyle. This is the aperture for entry of the pollen tube, or pollen tube enter through the micropyle. Then when seed germination occur, water enter into the seed through this micropyle. Function of this egg, it acts as a female gamete. After fertilization it forms zygote. Then synergids, they help in the process of fertilization. They guide the pollen tube and its entry. This pollen tube when enter through the micropyle, first it enter into this synergid due to the filiform apparatus. and then it bursts open. So function of synergid, it attract pollen tube or it guide the pollen tube and help in the process of fertilization. Then function of secondary nucleus. The secondary nucleus after fertilization it will form triploid primary endosperm nucleus which in future form the endosperm. That is the nourishing tissue which provide nourishment to this developing zygote. Then antipodal cell. Probable function is nutrition. Up till now its function is not known. But probably it is believed that they function as a nutritive cell and after fertilization they degenerate. These are the parts of ovule and their function. Thank you, friends.